I have no idea how many times I've made this mistake. I'm learning something, and there might be some information I think is very simple, and I tell myself, hey, I don't have to remember that. I'll just remember it naturally. And of course, I go on. I'm like, okay, what is going on again? I have to go all the way back, and that information that I thought was so easy, I had trouble remembering it. So I go back and have to like reread it and try to remember it really hard this time. Because what happens is a lot of information that we're trying to kind of skip over and say it's really easy might be important to whatever you're learning. And so just saying, hey, I'll remember it without putting any effort into actually trying to memorize it, it's going to come back and bite you in the butt. So for example, let's say you're reading the book Animal Farm. And it could be as simple as the different characters. Like, oh yeah, there's a character named Napoleon. Napoleon is this pig. Okay, got it. But then later you're like, wait, which one was Napoleon again? And what was he doing? And so something as simple as that, knowing the characters to a story, it's something that you do have to put effort into actually remembering. And the thing is, once you start practicing techniques more and more, you get better at using them in a quicker sense. So like you're like, oh wait, I need to know this character. Hold on, boom, got it, move on. And so you start to feel when you actually need to start using memory techniques, because there is some information out there that you just can really naturally remember it without all this extra effort when using a memory technique or just kind of repeating it over and over in your head. But for the most part, we like to lie to ourselves and save time by trying to skip over things that we should actually put effort into remembering and thinking, hey, I just tell myself I'll remember it so I can continue on, but that just sets you back more, right? And so I just don't want you to make this simple mistake. It's so simple, and it doesn't take, a huge amount of time to remember this very simple information, like if it's the different characters in a book as you're reading along, like, okay, let me just quickly make a mental note of who Boxer is. Okay, got it. Move on. It's not that complicated, but we try to make it seem like it's super, oh my god, I have to stop everything in the world. It's going to take 10 minutes just to learn this one thing. No, it's just a quick mental note. And since you put the effort and actually acknowledge, okay, Boxer was this horse and he was doing this in the book, boom, just that alone could help you remember it so much easier. And so when you're reading along, you're like, oh yeah, Boxer was this one horse. So it's not always using memory techniques. It's just the concentration of what you're doing as well. So yeah, so I just want to let you know about this mistake because I make it all the time till this day, because of course I'm like, I don't need to remember that. I'll remember it naturally. Yeah. And so I just thought it was a pretty funny mistake that people make all the time, because it makes no sense of why we think we're just going to remember it naturally without any effort. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.